So there seems to be a problem with our game, and the problem is that the player is just shooting way too many bullets, right? This game seems like it might be a little bit too easy because we could just spam the second player with bullets. So what I want to do is set it up so that the player needs to press the space bar to make one bullet come out. And if he wants to shoot another bullet, he needs to let go, or they need to let go of the space bar and press it again. Okay, so how can we make that happen? Well, it might be a little bit confusing, but what we need to do is make a variable. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to variable and make another one called firing, which you see I've done here, right? A firing variable. And on the green flag, I'm going to set it equal to 0. And when he is shooting a bullet, then I'm going to set it equal to 1. Okay. So what I can do here is I could say only create the clone if firing is equal to 0. So basically, if he's not firing, make the clone. Okay, and the trick here is that we are going to set firing equal to 1 if they shot a bullet. Right? So if they're holding down the space bar, the first time through, firing is equal to 0, so this is going to be true, and it's going to set firing equal to 1 and create a clone. So it fires off a bullet, and then this repeat is going to repeat iterating, and then this if statement is going to be false because we set firing equal to 0. Right? We set it equal to 1, so it's not equal to 0. So it's not going to do it if you hold it down. Okay, but if I let go, then this repeat until is going to stop iterating, stop running, and that's when I'm going to set my firing back to 0. Right? So if I let go, then firing is going to be set back to 0, and I can press spacebar again, and it will let me fire another bullet. But if I hold it down, it will not create another bullet because this if statement, the expression here, will not be true. Right? Firing will be equal to 1, and it won't be equal to 0 again until I let go of the spacebar. So this way, if I hold it down, you see that? I'm holding it down. I'm going to press the spacebar and hold it down. Only one bullet comes out. Okay, and you can see that this code is running because it is yellow highlighted, but it's not firing a stream of bullets. Right? The only way I could fire a stream of bullets is if I press the spacebar repeatedly. Okay, and so that's what we wanted to do, and that's what you're going to need to do for player 2. Okay, but just remember one thing: when you make a variable called firing for player 1, it needs to be a different variable for player 2. So maybe you can call it firing 1 for player 1, and you can call it firing 2 for player 2, and then each of them can use their respective variables. Right? If they both use the same variable, then it would mess each other up.